Another teacher talk session tonight, and tonight we are having our 203rd session with another educator, and she's a senior lecturer at Moscow State Pedagogical University, Natalia Borzykh. When she comes, we are going to start our live session with her. And before starting our lesson, I would like to say happy Eid to all the Muslim people all around the world. And now I'm waiting for her to join a live session, and we will start. Yes, and sometimes we can face technical problems. I have invited her to join. We are waiting for Natalia to join the session. Okay. I have accepted your invitation.
Tell me
Okay.
it's working. Oh
Yes,
my
you're
God, I'm
here.
so sorry. It's
That's
taking
okay.
forever. Oh my
Not a
goodness.
problem. Not a problem. Can
I
you hear me
got
clearly?
scared. How are you? Good to
I'm
see you,
fine, Natalia.
Bobby.
Thank you very much. Can you see me and hear me clearly?
Yes,
Perfect.
absolutely.
Okay, Natalia.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And before starting our live stations, I would like to say thank you very much for accepting my invitation for Teacher Talks and being our guest for 200 and the third session tonight.
Wow.
Yes.
What a success. What a success. Yes, thank you for organizing this. I remember like back in the day when it just started, and I'm just so proud of you for going on with this project and continuing it. It's just so wonderful, the things that you're doing, Mark. And thank you for your patience for waiting for me for these 10
No,
minutes.
it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's your time, and please take your time. Okay, and we know that I know that you are very busy. As an educator, we are all very busy.
This
So,
is my 10th meeting today. Can you believe it?
wow, I can believe it. Wow, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we start? Let's start. All
Yeah.
right. Okay then. I know about you, Natalia, but maybe our audiences would like to know about you. So can you tell us about yourself, please, and a bit about your experiences too?
Sure, yes. My name is Natalia Borzykh. I'm a teacher educator. I have been in teacher education for 19 years, which is crazy to think about. Right
Wow.
now, I work as a senior lecturer at Moscow State Pedagogical University, as I've heard you already say about me.
Yes, I have
So,
already mentioned.
yeah, since 2020, I started being like a teacher trainer. Let's just say yes, and I really love this role, but I also juggle it with teaching English, general English, teaching for exams. Right now, I also have my private practice, so because university job doesn't pay much, to be honest.
I see. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that plus I've been very active with conferencing for the year for the year. So this year in 2025, I've done 11 conferences already. Uh, yes, I am.
Great number.
I am quite active in our Russian community, and
Perfect.
this weekend, I'm organized. It's going to be my first conference as a organizer, and I'm doing Simply Unstoppable. And Volkan Ina is our guest from Turkey, and I'm
Yeah,
very proud that you're going
thank
to
you very much.
thank
Thank you very
you.
much, by the way, for inviting me to that conference on Saturday, and I'll be one of the the speaker at that conference. Thank you. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Yeah.
We will see. And from here, we can invite all the educators to that conference to join and participate on the Saturday. I think it's on
Saturday,
Saturday, this Saturday.
2 days, and more than 30 speakers, international speakers, Russian speakers, yes. And basically,
Perfect.
it's all about professional development in a balanced way for all of us.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you very much for all this information, Natalia. Okay, so my next question is about your education, Natalia. What was or were your turning point or points in your own education?
Well, I love learning. I have a degree. My initial degree is in sociology. So,
Oh,
yes, I educated like I received a degree in sociology, but I have always been obsessed with English. So since being 3 years old, at the age of 3, I told my mom to please take me to English classes.
yeah, nice.
And
Very
she
nice.
had to find them. Yeah, she had to find them in a small town. I didn't used to live in Moscow. I used to live in a small town. I'm from a small town like in the
Uh-huh.
middle. Yes. So, but I realized that sociology is not my cup of tea. So I went on to get a degree in linguistics after that. And
Mm,
as soon as I as soon as I obtained it, I got on a Delta journey. So I received my degree in linguistics. Then I went on to get CAE, and
okay.
CAE, I had my first kid. So I was balancing it with also with motherhood responsibilities. Yeah, so got married and had kids, the first kids, and then I started Delta. And so when he was 2 years old, I realized that I need CPE and Delta. It was a very painful journey, so I do not recommend
Oh, I
anybody
see.
to
Yeah,
have a toddler to live away from your parents and juggle that with Delta, because I had pretty much zero childcare. My husband works in the office, so it's me and the kid, and balancing
I
everything.
can see that.
So that's
The
why
hard time.
oh no, it was not fun. No, not at all. No,
It's very
zero.
hard times. Yeah, I
It
can
was
see
that.
that. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. That one. Finished?
So,
That was
that,
all turning point? Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right then. Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalia. And you mentioned that for 19 years you said it, and probably in your career you have tried, actually teaching career, you have tried different strategies, different techniques, and different methodologies in your lessons. And probably you have a philosophy of teaching. So what is it? What is your philosophy of teaching?
Okay. So it might sound crazy, but I believe that, and it's okay. Tell me if this is completely nuts, but I believe that they don't learn what we teach.
Okay. What
uh,
what what did they learn then?
I don't know. They learn something else. So, like, I come into the classroom. I am prepared, of course. I have my lesson structure and everything, but they learn something else. So, basically, my philosophy is that I cannot learn, I will help them learn. I will be their guide, and I will create the conditions. Like I am, like a lighthouse. I kind of show the way, and I make it so that the sea around them, the sea of knowledge, is not too rough,
Uh-huh.
so that it's manageable. But it's their way, okay? It's their own journey. I'm there, I'm the guide, but what they learn is up to them, because they rely, they all travel in their own ship of experience. Yes, they all have their own boat, let's just say. And it happens in their head. So how do they
Mm-hmm.
learn? Yes, I have no idea how they learn.
You have no idea how do they learn. Okay.
it's
But they
it's
learn.
they
Okay.
learn, yeah, so they learn through repetition, they learn through, of course, I create this scaffolding. It's not just, pure magic, I understand, but it's always different for everybody. And that is why I always ask a lot of questions. Like I ask them to reflect before we start learning, during learning. I always ask them to reflect. Like, please tell me what you've learned today, what you remembered, and they always surprise me. It's students and teachers, students. They always surprise me with their takeaways. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalie, for the philosophy that you mean here. All right. As an educators in our life, we have a lot of stories, and sometimes we have, good stories. Sometimes we have bad stories. Sometimes our stories, can be failed ones, and sometimes we have success stories. Can you tell us one or maybe two success stories of yours, especially something inspirational for us?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story.
Sure.
I
We are
hope that
okay.
it is
We are
inspirational.
waiting for it. Okay.
I hope that it is inspirational. It has happened to me recently. It's very, very personal. It's very raw. Okay. I have not shared it online, like only my friends know it. So, in 2008, I had a gap year, and I went to the United States just on a program to stay there. I studied, but then I realized that I have to come back home, because it was like a vicious cycle for me. But I have always wanted, and I lived in a family, and they called me an exchange student. It had been my dream to be an exchange student. And I've told you about my journey. Like, I've been learning, lots of stuff. And so with Delta and everything. So last year I learned about an exchange program for teachers of Russia, not just worldwide, but just Russia in particular, to go to the US
Oh, I see.
to apply for the program. And I had prepared everything, and I knew that the contest for the program would be incredible, because it's the only one American program that exists right now because of the geopolitical situation. So I applied. It was November, and I'd been waiting for the result. And in January, they contacted me, and they said, we picked you for the first tour. So there is like a
Oh, I see.
final and then the final. And you can imagine my, like, yeah, I got picked. There were hundreds of applications, and mine stood out. It was so special. January 20th comes, and Trump cuts everything. In a
Oh,
week,
I see.
uh, we receive email that funding has been cut. The program is on pause. So, like, I think, oh my God, it's never meant to be. So I kind of, okay, forget about it. And then the program comes back on, and we are preparing again for the interview.
Nice.
And the interview happens, and in a week, I am contacted again, and I had been like very prepared for the interview. I had I can't show you now, but I had like 6 pages of A4 written out about me. You cannot
Wow.
imagine sheer scale of my excitement. And okay. And so the interview happens, and after a week, I get the email that I am picked for the program. I was like,
Good job.
uh, like that was my dream come true. Um, this is not the end of the story. This is the inspirational part. Maybe, maybe.
Uh-huh.
So then we go. We need U.S. visas, and we go big group of people, 20 people, to the interview. Because it's a grant program, I had not really thought about, interview ever being bad or something. But at the interview, the embassy officer attacked me and said, what basically, I'm sorry, can I swear here?
No. It's your choice. I can't say anything about it. It's not the
Okay, like
kind of.
he didn't use bad words, but he basically said like, what an F are you talking about? What cultural exchange do you need? And he denied visa for me.
Oh.
And so yes, there were 3 people, and so I'm one of the 3 people who were refused a visa, because he thought that cultural exchange is not good for teachers who teach English in Russia,
Oh.
who wants to teach English here. He asked, like, is it important for Russians to speak English? And I looked at him and I said, well, I'm a teacher. It's important for me and for my students to speak English. Like, I don't know, does my face scream, spy, spy, she's gonna stay in the US? I don't know, like so yes, my visa got denied, unfortunately. But then and I've been trying to collaborate with the program and say maybe I can try again, go to another consulate, and they said, let's wait for 6 months.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
unfortunately, this program is not happening for me. I was heartbroken, of course, but I'm unstoppable. So when we stopped, well, like that was like
So sorry about
not
it.
happening. Not happening. On the same day, I applied to another program.
Uh-huh.
Today, I had another interview. Okay, so and we're collaborating with again. I'm bringing American. It's again Russian American thing. So we're talking about bringing American educators online virtually into our university and
Oh,
teaching
I
them
see.
things,
Mm-hmm.
cultural things. So my point is, when you get hit on the brick with the brick on the head, you just keep going. Okay, so bad things happen, but like my conference is happening. I have American educators, I have educators from Brazil, from Algeria, from Egypt, and we are all together. Okay, visas, oh no visas, it doesn't matter. So learning can happen. Yeah, our sea of knowledge is there, and nothing can actually rock my ship. Okay, I'm gonna sail. We're gonna sail together.
I see. Oh, I see. It's great. And it's a good story, but I'm sorry about denying part for you. And I hope you will get that
I will
chance
get it.
for another program
Yeah.
in the future again. All right.
Thank
Thank you for sharing the story with us, Natalia. Okay. So you know that, Natalia, I know that you have a kid and you have a small children and yeah, 2 small kid you have, okay. And sometimes for the educators with having children, it's not easy to concentrate what we are doing. So what about for you, and what do you think actually about it? Is it possible to develop professionally when you have small children? What do you think about it?
Absolutely. The
Okay.
answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Okay, the answer is yes.
um,
So
so
give us
it's
maybe one or two, you can give us maybe one, two examples about it.
it is about it is about having a clear goal of what you need to achieve professionally. I'm not talking about Delta, for example, but I am talking about I don't know, certain class or course or certificate. Maybe it is Delta, something as big as, I don't know, Delta or PhD. And you have this big goal and you break it down into small steps. And then you, with children, you just carve out this time. You need to, I don't have any help here. Like, I don't have my parents, they don't live here. I rely on myself, and I rely on just the childcare that I will hire for my own money to like help me, and my spouse. And so basically that's it. So you have to take certain steps towards your goal. You just plan. It's about planning, and it's about breaking down that plan and then acting on it. And it's about the, the mindset. And just, it is possible. And also, there's one more thing that is, I think, very important. It is finding like-minded people. So
I see.
there are a
Hmm.
lot of women. You're a man, which is unusual for ELT, but we can find women, and we can find, like, I know a lot of women who have children at the age of 3 right now. They are my students, my teacher students, etc. And we can vent about it, or we can talk, okay, so where do we find childcare possibilities? So it is about freeing yourself up from children for some time, not sending your children away, but for some time, and acting on your professional goals, but just separating your role as a mother from your
Uh-huh.
role as a professional. I think it is important. And your children see you work, and they see you study, and I think it's better than like um, um it's better than just actually telling them how to do it. You just show them how to do it. And I think it's setting the right example, being the right role model for them.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very
It's
much,
not
Natalia.
easy, by the way.
I can see that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. And you know that as an experienced teacher, we all need some, the qualities and skills as a teacher to, use them or to show them in the classrooms. When you think about this, what are the most important the qualities and maybe skills for teachers or for language teachers they should possess?
Hmm. I don't know how much of it is a quality, but maybe it is a quality is to be present. Um, so leave everything behind and really listen to your students
Uh-huh.
and respond in the moment. This is about accepting who you are and accepting the situation a lot of times, because sometimes you're thinking about like your lesson plan or your children or like what you need to eat, but actually if you're responding to the students' needs, and for that you need to establish rapport. So I think this one is very, very important, about like how you connect to them on a human level before you start teaching them, and during that, because they are all people. And I talked about connecting to their experience and using their experience and like opening them up, because you're teaching language, and it's about communication. So being able to establish rapport, being able to communicate is paramount, as well as, of course, others like teacher qualities that we need. But I think this one is it cannot be overlooked.
Uh-huh. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalie, for giving that. your idea about it. Okay, so when you think about again, think about your experiences about the language education, what major challenges do students face when they develop their English skills? What do you think?
Listening and speaking is the most
Mhm.
one. It's the most common one. So listening for connected speech. This is something that I particularly studied for Delta, and that helped me a lot to teach them the connected sounds, the um, all the connected speech features basically, and that helped me to bring that into the classroom and into my lessons, and maybe break down the lessons a little bit, somewhere slow them down so that they can hear better. um that's one thing. Second, of course, is speaking. um
I see.
Speaking is difficult because a lot of people are just shy. And so, for example, I think of myself as a relatively shy person, but maybe I don't come out as much right now talking to you and to other people. And like, that I'm a public speaker. So that I had to develop that. I don't know. Yeah, through therapy, for example, and through other things. And so I bring this into classroom and help people actually start speaking. So it's not merely about making sounds in English, it's about like opening up and saying what they want and responding to other people, and again hearing other people. So these two are the most common. Of course, there is also writing. If we're teaching for exams, writing is a disaster. And usually it's about the sub skill of like cohesion. So bringing your thought in a logical manner is very, very difficult for students.
I see. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, Natalie. And so another question is about the Russian teachers. I'm gonna ask you some because you live in Russia and you're a Russian teacher. So what problems, our Russian teachers face with, and how do they stay resilient?
Okay.
That that's a hard question, but let's see what are you going to say about it.
I feel that there are people from Russia who are supporting me right now. So
Yeah, probably there are.
okay, all right,
There are.
okay, guys. Let's bring it on. So since 2022, when the war started, we have been ostracized as a country, obviously. Okay, no comments there. It is horrible. It is horrible. And I cannot like even talk about the extent of the tragedy. That being said, as Russian teachers, um, we have been also ostracized as a result of that, unfortunately. So exam centers have left us. We cannot take IELTS or CE or CPE or any other exams in Russia. I cannot, like people who want to do Delta cannot do it here anymore. They have to go to other countries.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if you know, but I don't even know how to talk about it, but Instagram is blocked here. I have to talk to you through a VPN.
Oh, I see.
YouTube is blocked here. I cannot watch videos without a VPN.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And when we are talking about authentic resources, we need to teach our students to access them through a VPN. And a
Hmm.
lot of things which were easy for us, just a snap of the fingers. I mean, I'm not talking only about YouTube, I'm talking about my favorite, like no, what was it called? So there are a lot of things which are based around YouTube, which we can use as English teachers, which are now gone or inaccessible.
I
I
see.
cannot pay for word wall with my Russian card because the Russian cards are blocked.
Oh,
I cannot, yes.
I don't
Uh,
know about them.
so that's why I wanted to bring it up. And
Sure.
it is an iron curtain. I mean, I am, hello, 37 years old, so I grew up learning like through an iron curtain. I remember it being lifted, and maybe that has something to do with like my the strive to go somewhere. And well, I do like to travel. I have traveled a lot in my life generally, but still, yeah. So I once wrote, and a lot of book publishers left us.
Oh, I
We
see.
It is pretty dire at this point, yeah. But again, I want English teachers of English in Russia, to stay resilient. And when my faculty, my department at the university asked me to organize a conference, I immediately thought that it has to be international, because I want to bring the community together here. I want to show the Russian teachers that no matter how bad it is, it doesn't mean that we will ever stop learning, or that we will ever stop teaching, or that we can rely on 1800 English to teach our students. So please don't do that. Yeah. So I think basically that it's bad. I will not deny it. It's bad, but we can stay resilient by staying together
I
and
see.
supporting each other. Yeah.
I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I know I actually until now I don't have any idea about the things you mentioned here. So I don't know. Thank you for giving your ideas about them. Okay, Natalia, we in our classrooms, that we are using textbooks, sometimes textbooks, and also we want to use some authentic materials. As an experienced one, do you prefer using textbooks or authentic materials like emails, reports, case studies in language classes, and why?
So I would say that I prefer both. I would probably go, because I like structure, and if it had not been my own syllabus, I would use a textbook for the syllabus, for the structure, and I would substitute certain texts or certain tasks with authentic materials whenever I can.
Mm-hmm.
I do set authentic texts for homework, or like for extra study. I do set, I don't know, series to watch for students for extended listening, and maybe some books for some students, sometimes for some groups to read and to discuss. So yeah, I do love, of course, authentic material, because this is real English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are right. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalia. And Natalia, by the way, we all know the like using, the using some tools or platforms for teaching English. Even ourselves, we use to learn something about English, some tools and the programs and the platforms. And can you recommend any online tools or platforms, that enhance language learning, or your favorite ones if you use any platforms or tools?
I do use tools and platforms. I don't know if they're not that innovative. I mean, for students, I use Quizlet to log words and to exercise words, and it helps me to track their own progress and to remember what I've taught them, and it helps me to test them. Um, and word wall. I do love it. It's very basic, but I would put
Very
communicative
useful.
activity. But I put the communicative activity there, and boom, and then it's just ready. And then it is. I can exercise it in a different ways. To be honest, that is all I have. Unfortunately, nothing extraordinary. Um, but yeah, these are the two that I mostly rely on.
Uh-huh. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalie. Okay. Natalie, we only just mentioned about a lot of things about the PD. Okay. So when you think about the today and also think about 10 years ago, all right? So what kind of training do teachers need today that they didn't need 10 years ago for you?
Um, Wait, for me, training for me.
No, 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 not for your training. I mean, like, what do you think about it? For the as an experienced one, what kind of training do teachers need today that they didn't need 10
Okay.
years ago?
Yeah. Um, I think I would still think that initial teacher training is a
Mm-hmm.
must. Um, it is like CELTA or the equivalent of CELTA is baseline. Um, I do believe that that really helps to understand the the roots of teaching, and it will be certain like reflection on their teaching. So that's number one. Number two is about the theory of learning. So I think that teachers need to understand how learning happens and how languages are acquired. So learning and language acquisition, that's important. It doesn't have to be in a form of TKT, for example. It can be in a form of just reading or watching, I don't know, YouTubes about it or certain lectures. That is important. But also, if we're talking about now and 10 years ago, um, digital literacy is important. Teachers cannot survive without digital literacy. And AI literacy, I think, because it really helps. I did not talk about perplexity, but perplexity is my friend when it comes to
I
anything.
see.
Yes, she knows stuff about me, and she knows like I teach her, and she helps me with ideas and with stuff. So digital literacy and soft skills.
Mm-hmm.
So we talk about communication, understanding people. Um, I think that is also paramount right now because we need to understand how to talk
I
as teachers.
see. Mm-hmm. I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalie. And you know that the following technology is not easy, okay? It grows really fast, and it's not easy to catch it up. Sometimes we face real difficulties to follow it because even right now, that we are talking here, and there are a lot of things happen in technology world, okay? So when you think about this in education world, okay, how do you follow technological improvements in education world? What can you suggest to us to do it, or what do you do to follow it?
I don't think that I can follow them enough because things can keep happening. But I am subscribed to maybe the main two sources which keep me updated. It's Yoga Conga with elttraining.com, and I can I read her blog, and she tells me and everybody else about the improvements, and I can just do some self-training there. And Russell Stannard,
Yeah.
so training videos for ELT, he has a lot of ideas there on technology, on how to use the technology. So these two people, I follow them mostly, and I rely on them for teacher like training technology.
I see. Thank you. I follow them too. They're really important for reality world and education world, of course, especially Russell Stannard about the
Okay.
technology part. Thank you
Yes, yes.
for sharing their names here. Thank you very much. And I know that you are very busy and you are doing a lot of things, but what are you doing for your job right now? And I think anything special? And do you have any projects? Maybe you would like to repeat yourself about the conference that you are going to organize on Saturday.
Yeah. So for university, yes, I'm doing the 2 day conference. It's Saturday and Sunday. That is my sole role this semester. And I'm negotiating, as I said, for like competing to get a virtual educator for us as well. I think that's it for university right now. And as for my private project, I am now picking out conferences for the next year. I'm thinking about maybe what papers to write, maybe. Yeah, so international conferences to plan to visit. Yeah. And I'm constantly watching talks on ELT, trying to catch up with everything. And right now I'm reading a book. It's called 168 Hours. It's about how to manage to do things, and I really like this perspective. It's called 24/7 perspective, so like everything you can fit in a week, including 8 hours for children and like
Uh-huh.
good. Yeah, so like I'm all for sleeping for 8 hours a day and eating properly and doing your exercise.
Good things that you do it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalie, for telling us about the things that you're gonna do it. Natalie, we all have role models in our life, and we follow them, and we try to be like them. Actually, we try to do the things that they do, that they've done in their career or in their life, something good or something inspirational or something useful for the people or the around of them. So, or other some people, inspire us with the things that they have done for the world or for around of them. So, what about you? Do you have any role models or anyone who inspires you?
Um, well, maybe I can say that my main role model is my grandma. She unfortunately passed away.
Rest in peace. Hmm.
Yeah, 2021. But like, she's with me. She's in my heart always, and she is my role model. But I am always inspired by the amazing people around me. So I meet a lot of people, and I'm constantly inspired and surprised by the
I
sheer
see.
amount of things that they do. Balkan, for example, texts me at 1 o'clock in the morning, like, okay, let's discuss things.
Yeah, you're right.
So I know that you work a lot as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So yes, um, a lot of wonderful people to look up to, and I am really
I see.
grateful to be in this industry,
Hmm.
because it's about learning, and I think there's a lot of positive energy.
You're right, exactly. Okay, Nigel, thank you very much for the talking about your role models. All right, the time flies, and we cannot guess what's gonna happen in the future, and we don't know. We just guess what's gonna happen. All right, and then we will see during the situations. But what about you? How do you see yourself in 10 years? Will you still be teacher, or will you try another jobs?
I'm definitely staying in teaching, and I want to stay in academia. Um, so that's I don't want to try another other jobs. I want to continue balancing it as far as possible, teaching English and training teachers. I want to help teachers develop professionally, and I want to maybe scale it up a little bit, and reach more teachers. So,
I
and
see.
yeah, do research on them. So something
There
like
is.
that.
I see. Okay, you will be a teacher again. Okay, thank you very much. You know, Natalie, there are the in our life we face sometimes difficult situations, and we cannot find any solutions, and we say on our own, and oh, I wish I could have a kind of superpower so I could easily fix the problem, or I could easily find a solution for the problem. So when you think about for this, in the classroom, so if you could have one superpower to use it in the classroom, what would it be and how would it help you?
I wish I could fly.
Okay.
That would be my superpower. But no, honestly, like if we talk about classroom, these elastics, or like cloning. I don't know. Sometimes I want to be in two places at the same time, and make like standing here and sleeping also.
Yeah, we all want that.
Yeah, or maybe like standing here and reading a book over there. Yeah, so I would use it, yes, to kind of, to be active, but also to keep recharging my batteries, because I do have a tendency to burn out. I am being super proactive with it right now, with like balancing everything, but it does happen to
Uh-huh.
me. So I would like to, I would like to, maybe, yes, cloning would be a good one.
Good one. I see. Cloning yourself. Okay. I
Mhm.
wish you'll have that superpower in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, thank you very much, Natalia. You think that Natalia, we finish the interview, okay, and you go outside your home and you find a lottery ticket, that ends up winning $100 million, which is a very huge amount of money. What would you do? Be honest.
First, I will take 1 year off.
1 year off with $100 million? Maybe, okay, maybe 2 or 3 years off, maybe.
I don't
Okay.
know what I will do. Yeah, so like first I will probably just travel, and yes, um, because I don't know about relocation. I don't want, like, I actually like my country, even though I've said a lot of things that have been happening to us. But yeah, I would definitely travel, and after that, and I spend a lot of time with my kids and relatives and stuff.
Mhm.
But I would probably still invest into some educational project and do things
I
connected to
see.
that. Yeah, because I do worry about funding. And I would probably keep it in Russia.
I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much for your dreams with the $100 million sharing with us here. All right. Thank you. Okay, and now I'm gonna ask you my last question, which is the most difficult one. Are you ready?
Yeah,
All right. What is your motto?
keep at it. Um, it's very simple. Yeah, but I believe in the power of consistency. I believe that if you keep doing what you're doing, you will definitely get where you want to go. So if you keep at it, if you just don't give up, you will reach your goals. Just don't give up. Don't stop.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. Keep at it. Keep at it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalie, for your motto. All right, then. I'll ask all my questions to you, Natalie. And before ending our live sessions, would you like to say anything else to our audiences? Any suggestions or anything else about it?
I don't know. I think I've already mentioned the conference, so that's one thing. I would maybe invite everybody over to my account and share in the love of English and the love of teaching together. I am quite approachable. I think I've showed that here, so I'm
Yeah.
open to. collaborating, and yes, despite being Russian.
Come on.
Yes,
No, 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 don't say that.
have a smile. This is not true.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
so
don't worry. You're good. You're good.
yeah, so I'm really open to collaboration. And if I'm somebody who is in academia and looking for some academic work, I am looking to collaborate with people, write a paper together, present at conferences together, brainstorm things together, and unite as an ELT community, because I think this is what matters right now in our disjointed and crazy world.
I
Thank
see.
you, Vulcan, for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for your questions and for your feedback on questions. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Natalia. Thank you very much. Okay, Natalia, is it Borsky? Am I
No,
pronouncing correct? No.
no. Terrible last name. Sorry.
Thank
Borzykh.
you. Second,
Borzykh. Borzykh.
Borzykh.
Yes.
Borzykh. Okay, Natalia Borzykh was with us here tonight with Teacher Talks and 230 event. And as we had a fruitful session with her, and we talked about a lot of different topics. And as you know, that we are going to be here on the next, at the next on the next week at the same time. As you know, that every Monday at 9 p.m. Turkish time. And until next time, wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And again, until next time, please take care of yourself and take care of yourself, Natalie. And bye bye, everybody. And peace.
Peace. Thank you. Thank you, Vulcan.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.